has now strongly condemned the recent rise in attacks when it comes to racist attacks on Indians in Ireland, where he's called them as despicable and unacceptable. He's now hailed the Indian community's contribution to Ireland and declaring that there is no place for hate in the country. Now remember, over the recent incidents of hate incidents that has now been reported and racist incidents that have been reported against the Indian nationals, or mainly Indians who even are staying in Ireland, the Indian community there meanwhile has decided to call off the celebrations of the Independence Day come 15th of August. And this is a statement that has now been issued. Let's put that out as far as the Irish leadership is concerned. They have been saying, as President of Ireland, may I take this opportunity at this time to stress for more of the community to express deep sense of gratitude we all in Ireland owe to the Indian community here. We are mindful of the immense contribution this community has made and continues to make in so many aspects of the Irish life, in medicine, in nursing, in caring professions, in cultural life, in business, in enterprise, to cite just some. Their presence, their work, their culture has been a source of enrichment and generosity to our shared life. However, as far as what is being said, that he also met with the Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, and we discussed how much histories that we share, the experience of path towards independence and the role of the Irish woman Margaret Cousins in establishing when it comes to the All India Women's Conference, and all of these incidents that have now been reported. Such behavior through manipulation and provocation is to be unequivocally condemned. As far as the statement that is now coming in, we have Srinjoy who is connected with us. Srinjoy, good morning. In the wake of these incidents, what is being reported that the Indian community there has called off the celebrations for the Independence Day. However, this is a big statement that is coming in from the Irish leadership condemning such hate attacks.
Yes, President Michael Higgins has called these attacks, racist attacks, despicable. Now, this is something that has not happened in Ireland ever. I mean, several of these happened very regularly in, let's say, Australia, but never in Ireland. And as a result, there is almost shock among Irish leaders that such things could happen in their country. It's a smaller country. It's also very wealthy in comparison with many other countries. But such attacks has happened, and as a result, there is shock within Ireland, within the leadership, that such things could happen in Ireland, which is why Higgins has called it despicable. And there is hope that these things will not happen again. If there is proper enforcement, then such things usually do not happen. And as you rightly said, the Indian leadership and the Irish leadership have been talking, and they remember a lot of things they have in common. There has been considerable British oversight as far as India and Ireland is concerned. British rule caused famine in Ireland in the 1840s. We know that British rule caused famine in the 1940s in parts of India. So there are things that India and Ireland have in common. So as a result, there is a good relationship between the two countries, and there is a common history, and very importantly, the Irish realize that such things are counterproductive, and they have made it clear that while they have not only condemned it, they will make sure it doesn't happen again.
But is condemnation enough, Srinjoy, as far as action that needs to be initiated as to against such elements? Why in particular that they are targeting the Indian community alone?
Yes, the first thing is, it's one thing to condemn something. The other thing that is required is enforcement. Now, basically, if such racist attacks have to be stopped, it has to be done at two levels. One, of course, is a political statement, and that has already come. And India expects that at a lower level, at a ground level, there will be enforcement, and that all those people who are responsible for racist attacks will face serious action.
All right, Srinjoy, thank you very much for joining in. As far as this development is coming in the wake of several incidents that have now been reported, but here is the President of Ireland, who has now strongly condemned the recent racist attacks on Indians, that he has now gone ahead to call them as despicable and also as unacceptable. In the meantime, let's move on and get you another round